It's been a hiatus, and we are back on Biggie Smalls.
It's called the Lexus LX 4.5.
The Lexus LX 4.5. That's right. We have done our suspension parts. We have done our springs. We have done our sway bar extensions, all that fun stuff. We talked about that. It's been a couple months for us. It's probably been a minute or two for you guys watching this video. Maybe less, depending upon how Steve edited did it. So this thing popped up in the scratch and dent section at one of our distributors. It's got a couple marks on it. Yeah. It's got that. And I think the other side's a little worse. But let's just say I got a deal. I got a deal, a real deal. That's right. So we are throwing an ARB front bumper on, even though our suspension is all Dobinson's. And we've got an OVS, Overland Vehicle Systems, SCAR 10 with synthetic. And so we're going to throw that guy on. First thing we got to do is take off about 7 bolts, get the front bumper off. Then we got to throw the winch in there, and we got to hang it and throw her in there. So that's the plan. It's really easy from what I can tell. Although we do this not because it is easy, but because we thought it would be easy. Well, that was the easiest bumper I've ever taken off. 4 bolts. This winch mounts bottom forward, so we're gonna give it a try. Also, it said if you're installing a 9,000 pound winch, you have to use these shims to like move it. I don't know how this part's gonna work out. We're pretty much just gonna mock it up for our open house tomorrow. That way Biggie's got his stuff on him. We'll go from there. See how it goes. Yep, we're gonna have to have some kind of shimmage. Here, I'll show you. It physically fits, it's just this taper. This taper right here hits this because it's so wide. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of run some bolts in there and just snug it up for the time being because I don't want to have to pull the bumper back off. So we'll go from there. All right, that topped out, bottomed out, whatever. Let's get this one in here. I don't want to have to change winches. We're gonna use the table, or are we just gonna go?
Go for it.
Oh man.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
That fit better than OJ.
Oh no! Look at that. Man. She's a dang toe overlander now, brother. Yep, couple marks right there. Oh yeah, some definite markage right there. That's all right. Just buys me street cred at Starbucks. All right, the question is, will the control box fit? Because if it will, it's gonna make life a little bit easier for everybody. No, so far. Dang it, Bobby. Yep. Not even close. I really don't want to cut the grill. I will probably wind up getting on the plasma table and making a bracket to put it up like that. So we'll get a couple more bolts started. Like I say, it's just mock up for today, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna organize some hardware here. I'm gonna get her going. Got a lot of boats. ARB, they always go like full IKEA on you. So.
More moments later.
We made it through a successful open house. Year 3, we gave away a bunch of stuff. We wish you were here. Yeah, we had like 10, 12 things on the raffle table and 32 entrants. We had about 50, 60 people show up. So you did not have to buy a raffle ticket, but some of my family didn't put their name in the hat. So appreciate them coming. And a few customers. All right, Biggie. It has been the weekend. Biggie sat here and showed off with his new bumper. threw the Baja LP4s on there. I got a set of Squadron SAE R's. Kind of thinking I like this look. Just so I have like a street legal fog light instead of a big middle finger light. Yeah. Ricky's back. Ricky, you had a rough weekend, didn't you, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, Ricky tore up some stuff on the race car, among other things. All right. We were sitting pretty level. Remember, we swapped in the 200 series Icon coils that were left over from another project. And so we threw those in because our J-springs were too tall. We're still a little low in the rear. Not so much for just sitting there, but when I've got stuff in it, when we put our overland trailer that I have, I've got one of those Smittybuilt Scouts. When I put it on there, when I put a cooler in the back, when the dogs are with me, when any of the people are with me, it's just, I need a little. Some of you guys don't like the tail high thing, but I don't like the stink bug thing. This ain't Carolina or Cali. We don't squat, all right? So we're going to drop the diff a little bit. We'll just pull the rear shocks off, the lower mount, I believe, and we should be able to droop the diff enough. I got these spacers. Let me run grab them while Ricky gets a game plan here. Oh, they're already loose? Yeah. Flipping sweet. Well, that's another reason. Okay, let's talk about that. So he said these springs are already loose. Indeed. Okay, so here's our spacers. These are 30 mil from Dobinson's. It might actually be just a little bit taller than what I want, but this is what is out there. It's either 10 or 30. I think that's about it. So when we put the rear bumper on, I think that's going to jive. Oh. So, like,
easiest removal ever.
Yeah. Shorty, what you think? We got money in the bank. All right, so, yeah. Which actually wouldn't be good if we was off-roading, because we be off-roading pretty soon. We've got an event May 4th. It's currently April 15th. It's tax day. Hope you did your taxes. Anyways, so we're going to do this. And then I think we're going to cycle it because I do have bump stop extensions that we're probably going to have to put in. Actually, I know we have to put in to keep the tires out. The offset on these tires is wrong, or these wheels is wrong. Also, these are god-awful noisy. These are Radar Renegade R7 MTs. These are takeoffs from a customer car that we did methods and 33s on or whatever. But the fronts are completely shot. And these things, like, even in the parking lot are like, yeah, sounds like something's falling apart in the transfer case. All right, well, we'll see if we can squeeze these in. Spaces.
Radar love. Tires.
There we go.
Flipping sweet, bro.
That should keep it from falling out, though, right? Well, it'll definitely help.
Still a little sloppy.
Okay. Well, let's drop it like it's hot and see if they squish up in there the way they're supposed to. Probably gonna have to wind up ordering limit straps. But that's the price you pay to do things in an awesome way. No, camera's clear. I want to see how it squishes with the. I want to show the folks at home what happens. All right, ease down on it real slow. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll give it one thing. That's a lot of travel. It came way down. Okay, well, that made a difference for sure. It's got a little bit of rake in it, but like I say, that's with no weight. There's just Still got the third row, but there's like just some crap in here. Spare bracketry and whatnot. All right, we're going to take a break on this one for right this minute. Reason being, I need to order wheels, and I'm not quite prepared to pay for those right this second, to be completely honest with you. And I have the tires. They're over in the fab shop on the tire rack, but these aren't going to work. The offset's not right. They're not methods, and they're 16s, not 17s. And I've already got the 285, 75, 17, 33 and a halves or whatever they are. Some kind of other Falcon MTs. They came off of a buddy of mine's Rubicon. So we're gonna take a pause on this one again. We'll get the tires on. I'll get the wheels here. We'll get the tires on. We got a couple weeks till our next event that we want to go to, and then I've got, what else do I have? Oh, we'll have to get the forklift out, give it a little flexi test, and figure out where we need to put our bump stops so that we're not crashing tires into the chassis and the body. That's the next step. Also, I got to wire the winch. One thing about the winch. Couple things. The width of it, due to this taper, with the width, I had to put some spacers in here. ARB sells like a shim thing for wider winches to push it back. The issue is this style of winch, which is kind of like the Warn Platinum and the Warn VR. The Badlands is similar to this. With this bumper designed feet first, this bridge right here that holds your control box, it gets into this lower valence. Well, this is sheet metal and the grill, and like I just don't really want to cut all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bolt pattern and I'm going to cut on the plasma table. There's little screws right here, and I'm just going to make a bracket that pulls it up and holds the control box on top. I think that's going to be the best move. There's not a way to pull this piece up here. Also, that would probably affect the strength of it. So I think we're just gonna remote mount the control box in a different fashion. And they do have an offset to the side little bracket that you can put on the motor side on these bolts, and then you can screw the control box where it's offset to the side. But once again, with the feet first type orientation, that's not going to jive. So we'll make those pieces, and we will get some of this other shenanigans figured out, and then we're going to go off-roading because I need to go Brover Landing. I hadn't done it in a while. Yep. Well, you've now seen all the engaging banter and the installation of our front bumper and our winch and all the other cool stuff we've done, the mana-free radius arm brackets. That's all coming on the next exciting episode. Be sure to continue to check out, because you got all this fun stuff in here that we're doing videos, and we've been doing shorts and all that jazz that we've been doing on the social medias. So check out the Instagram. Be sure to watch some other videos. Jump in the comments. Let us know if you like what we're doing. What do you want? You guys don't tell me what you want, so we're trying to make the thing you want. We appreciate you. Merch store was on sale. It might still be. You might check that out. And we will see you on the next one.